Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joel Viray, and of course, I am your reporter, part of Group 3. And this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to emphasize and present you a topic: learning to be a better learner. No? So, in our lesson, in our presentation, we have an outcomes. Number one, at the end of the chapter, the student should have and explain one's learning process using the information processing model. Number two, apply metacognition in learning situations. Use study strategies to be a better learner. And number four, reflected on oneself as a self-regulated learner. Now, you may know of one who from freshman and year after year makes it a new year resolution to study more, study better until they finish and graduate in college. However, that 4 years of repeated and unending resolutions, still nothing happens. So to make a resolution before year end is not bad at all, because at the end of the day, you are dreaming of, you are longing a change from your own style in study, in your learning. At the start of a new year, you want to focus your study as a stepping stone to become a better learner. But the question now is, how many of us here who are actually used to a kind of New Year resolution every year? Could we say that we fulfill our promises that we made during year end? Of course, the answer to that very personal question is obviously no one. No one of us here, we are able religiously work it out, right? So, what happens during learning brain and behavior changes? The information processing model is a simple way to visualize how we acquire information and store and retrieve it. Learning is mostly an internal processing. You think about and interpret what you read or what your teacher, professor shares determine what you learn. Input from environment is a process that enters through our human five senses such as eyesight, hearing, taste, touch, smell. Among five senses, the most important organs of senses are our eyes because it can perceive up to 80% of all impressions through our sight. Although all of those senses are important in our daily learning and studies. Now, our brain is the executive function of which all information that being gathered by our five senses will go to sensory, short memory, and long memory. The sensory is the information will last up to a seconds only, while the short memory will run up to 1 minute after that information will dissipate, while long memory will last a longer time and it can retrieve any time. In short, you are easily to forget. No, all those information. If this information will go to the process of working memory or small short memory. Okay, some information moves to the long-term memory and you can retrieve it when you need it. Now, we have also factors of efficient and effective processing. This processing, it talks about the external factors, and those external factors are found within your environment, your surrounding, and the condition of the classroom, the skill of the teacher and professor. These factors, it talks about the learner's ability to make use of one executive function, determines how one can be in mastering what they are learning. The executive function includes capacities of the brain to those strategies such as metacognition, as well as those of motivations are becoming a self-regulated learner. A learner who is self-aware, intentional in the use of strategy, and one who is internally motivated to learn and believes he or she can do it will more likely succeed. Read on to learn how you can manage to achieve as well. That's all. Good afternoon.